Welcome back to First Seasons, everybody. It is week 21 and we have an action-packed walkthrough for you today. Behind me, you can see that the roof trusses have all been spread out. We've got the sub-fascia all installed. I mean, guys, there's a lot going on here. Let's stop talking about it out in the rain. We'll still be in the rain inside, let's be honest. But let's go inside and check it out from the inside. Let's go.
So minimum depth on the ridge overhang, you see we notched it back. There's 10 inches.
Yeah.
Right? And we've got 11 7/8 LSL,
Yeah.
which is on that side.
Yeah.
We over-engineered these originally. So we started with LSL, switched back to the 2x12.
Okay.
But the bottom of that ridge is basically the datum point for the whole fascia set. So from there has to match the same on the back side and for everything to come around.
Oh.
So all the angles come back to this point, basically. And so now as you come around, we had to sister all the tails down, and then we have to skin it with plywood over the face because it's getting wrapped in the metal.
Right.
So we have like a 1/4 inch, basically, on the bottom side of the LSL, which you'll see on the balcony side, because the whole balcony's got to be framed out of LSL.
Oh.
So we have like 2 weird heights that we have to infill now around the whole place.
That needs to get made a little bit more plumb, I would say.
This?
Yeah.
It's square with the house at the moment. You get
This
up there.
way?
Oh, yeah. Al's been tuning. That side should be done now. We're still tuning up.
Yeah, this is just kind of part of the process.
Yes. It took a little bit of creativity to get it working.
No doubt, eh? Holy.
And the back's kind of cool.
How come we're going further away from the rafter tails than...
Because so the fascia that we're going to be using, so the soffit we're going to be using is 4 inches. So we've spaced it so we can fit exactly 4 boards, so there's not any weird cuts. Because it's like a vinyl type siding. It's not vinyl itself, like the vented stuff.
Oh.
So it's like wood look boards that are going to run long. And so we'll be able to fit 4 boards perfectly inside of it. It has these like special J trims that go with it and match it for the cham clad.
Oh, cool.
So
we just extended that so that that's
Exactly.
the
So we have a perfect run on all sides of the
that
house.
is very, very smart.
Otherwise, we're going to have like a weird little strip cut. And so when you look down the sides of the house, it
That's
looks like
a
shit. Yeah.
Al says that's a no.
Yeah.
It is crazy how much wood expands as it gets wet. Like, is that not nuts?
It's wild.
That is just moisture in the wood, expanding the wood. That's all that is. Nothing more, nothing less. Crazy. And do we have trusses for out here?
No.
No.
No, we couldn't get them in the depth because the design team wants a 12-inch fascia. So hence the 11 7/8 LSLs. So now we have a continuous 12-inch box around the whole house, and it's going to follow up to the ridge there. So that's why all those points are so important, to keep it one square line.
It's going to look pretty killer.
Yeah, it will.
Very, very cool. Well, look, the sunshine's coming back out again.
Getting there. Time to sheet.
What's that?
Time to sheet. Get some roof
Time to
on.
sheet. Yeah. I love that Matt is so optimistic. Matt feels like he is going to have the team will be able to have the plywood all sheeted by end of day Monday. The boss man, end of day Wednesday next week at the earliest.
We'll see. We got targets to hit.
I mean, look at this space though, eh? Like, kind of looking in, like you were looking in from the outside looking in, it looks awesome. And then the other thing that we should also talk about today, Kyle, is the clients and Matt met when, last week?
Yeah, last week, yeah.
And they've decided to drop this deck down. So we talked about this at a previous walkthrough that we did this morning. We need to have at least 2 inches of drop between here and the inside of the house. And right now, this is basically at the same elevation. This is temporary, right? This doesn't count for anything. We need to have more drop here. And again, like that's a code requirement. You need to have 2 inches, I guess that's like kind of sort of 2 inches, 2.5, 2 inches of drop from the top of your deck to your threshold of your door. So this blue stuff here. So we need 2 inches between here and here. Now, that's because the future of this deck is that it's actually going to be a drip deck. Or are we keeping drains in here?
Keeping drains.
So if we're keeping drains, then we need 6.
Yeah.
If you have drains inside of your deck, doesn't matter how tall the walls are. It's what we would consider to be a parapet deck. And what that means is that, you know, if these drains here should ever block, we need to make sure that we can collect enough water on this deck so that it doesn't go inside. Now, the next thing that we're going to do on this, which it looks like was here on the original installation as well, is do an emergency overflow scupper sort of idea. And that is gonna come through soffit or drip down someplace that's very conspicuous in the future. And that will alert the homeowners that their deck regular drains are not operating the way that they're supposed to be, and that they need to get these things cleaned up, fixed up, or whatever the hell the case may be. But if we're keeping drains in the deck, which we are.
I'm going to say the problem we have is, right, if we don't keep the drains in the deck, how do you, because the paver's going to sit on the pedestals.
Yeah.
How do you stop it looking like from the front?
Flashing.
And then having, what, up over it?
Yeah.
And then just let it run under the flashing, over the front of the siding?
Yeah, we've done it.
Could also do that.
Yeah.
We're going to rip it apart anyway, so it
well,
really
so the
depends on
issue is like if you go away from having deck drains here, the issue then becomes, then you got to introduce a gutter, or the water is just spilling off the edge.
It's going to free drain onto the floor below, which is also not great. It's not the biggest deal to do the deck
Australian, and I always take the piss out of him because, you know, Jim Jeffries, every joke the guy says.
Bit of this, bit of that.
Yep.
It's not the biggest deal. We're going to change the beam anyway that's sitting on it. Remember, there's the cracked beam.
Yeah.
So we're going to change the cracked beam to a smaller LVL.
Okay.
And then we can run smaller joists going this way.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we can see here, we have got the skeleton of the roof installed. I mean, this is an incredible span from outside wall to the ridge here. What's it got to be, like 30 feet?
It's probably pretty close,
Yeah. And that is the beauty of engineered lumber and engineered materials, is that these guys figure out how to make things span distances that you would not otherwise be able to span with dimensional lumber, right? So using a truss like this allows us to span massive, massive distances, which is really cool. Nonetheless, by the next time we come here, this will all be covered in plywood on the top side, not the bottom side, because that would be dumb, but on the top side. And we will hopefully start having some Tortron membrane installed next week as well. Well, we'll for sure have Tortron installed next week as well. It's just a function of which day it's installed. We will let you know. Stay tuned. That's a wrap on today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a renovation you've been dreaming about, we would like to be your partners in success. You can reach us on the phone or check out our website. We'd love to hear from you and be your partners in success. In the meantime, I sure would appreciate it if you'd like this video and hit the subscribe button so you can get more of these amazing videos that we create. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. Bye now.